I want to have guilt-free sex like tonight, for real. But I know that that's not going to happen because I'm not even dating anybody, but the cravings haven't gone away. Please hit me with them. What about cravings and being peer pressured? Okay, cravings, yeah, I mean, that's real. To be honest, there's been many nights that I've gone to bed depressed. You know, like the one thing that I do know is that feelings change. You know, you could feel one way, I could feel one way and I could go to bed and wake up tomorrow and feel completely different. So you just have to kind of press through the cravings. I mean, people ask sometimes about masturbation. I think if you're really about this, you should not masturbate as much as you can. I will say that if you know that is better than dragging someone else into your sin, because now you're going to, you affect their life. But, cravings are real. I do think that when you have community, though, it lessens those cravings. And if you have a relationship with God, specifically with Jesus, in time, those cravings will go away. In addition to the fact that if you're not feeding that thing, the cravings will die down. And I know that from personal experience, because when I started down this path, like I was used to having a lot of sex and, literally, I couldn't even go a week or two without, getting a really strong desire to do something physical and make a mistake, albeit it was by myself. But now I've gone months, 6 months, maybe even a year without that. And I'm not saying it's ever easy. I mean, trust me, I want to have guilt-free sex like tonight, for real. But I know that that's not going to happen because I'm not even dating anybody. But the cravings haven't gone away. There's still a desire there, but I do think it lessens, in time. So let's see here. Oh, peer pressure. That was the next part. So for me, I don't succumb to peer pressure. So I have a pretty healthy ego. Obviously I make these videos. I wrote the book where I'm just like, I know that I'm right. So it doesn't matter to me what you think, because I'm like, I really don't give a shit what you think. Like in my mind, what I think is, and this might sound terrible, is like I'm cooler than you. I know that sounds cocky and a little arrogant, and it probably comes because from me being used to being a nightclub promoter and a stripper, where I was kind of running shit in my city. I was running the scene that those people look up to, or the things that they were standing in the line. So if anybody tries to intimidate me and try to be like, clown me, I'm like, bro, you're a dork. You know what I mean? That's just what I think. And I just would assume that posture because it's healthy, because I'm proud of myself. Like, I feel like an athlete that's conditioned myself to be this way, where they're like the equivalent of a fat person sitting on the couch eating Twinkies because they haven't mastered themselves, subject to every physical craving. They just give themselves whatever. That's the equivalent. Like, I'm like, I know that I'm right. So I don't really care what people say or what they think. And I would recommend that for anybody that's out there waiting, be bold, be like in your face bold, because it's so liberating. Like, you don't want to be offensive. Like, sometimes I'll get borderline rude. And I'm not saying that that's the way to be either, but be proud of yourself. If you're waiting, like, you are, few and far between. There isn't that many people that are as smart as you, because the rest of these people are idiots. They're just buying into what the world has told them is right. Just like Charlie Sheen, I use him a lot. Like, he's the punchline, so don't worry about that. Don't be peer pressure. Plus, we got a great, we're cultivating a great group of people here. And if anybody isn't already, go to Facebook and join the Why Waiting Works community. And there's a couple hundred people in there right now. And we talk to each other, we support each other, we post links and articles and memes and different things, because we're in this together. So that definitely helps.
Thank you so much for watching my video on YouTube. I wanted to take a moment here at the end to tell you about something that is not only important to me, it's important to the world. Recently I wrote a book entitled Why Waiting Works: How Fast Sex Prevents Us from Finding True Love and Long-Term Happiness. It has an average 5-star review on Amazon, and it's written so practically that even readers that didn't agree with my stance on waiting have told me it caused them to reevaluate their lives. So if you or anyone you know is single, or if you or anyone you know is in a physical relationship and not married, I am imploring you to pick up a copy of my book. It literally will take you a maximum of 4 hours to read it and has the potential to change the course of your life. It's one thing to do something that you don't completely understand. It's a whole different thing to do something when you know exactly why you're doing it. And that's what my book is really doing for people. So I just want to thank you in advance. Again, this is something that's important to me, but it's even more important for the rest of the world, and I could really use your help to get the message out. Thank you.